TDS is very important, you said, but do you need multiple rates like 2%, 5%, 10%? And can we just come back to say
Gosh, I didn't realize that you've gone through my earlier
I have like a proper document here. So I wanted to ask on the TDS angle. What's your thought?
Very simple. What happens is that under the Income Tax Act, multiple sections हैं, and उस section के हिसाब से आपको tax काटना है. Now, that's a very important collection mechanism for the government. But if you are deducting tax, so मान लीजिए कुशल आपके पास 6 employees हैं, आपने 6 को पगार दिया, आपका tax काटा. It is not your tax. It is a tax of somebody else, and you are just facilitating, and you are an agent of the government. As the government consensus कि आपने ये जो tax काटा, इस पे आपने interpretation किया कि ये house rent allowance नहीं taxable है, वो गलत है, and I start prosecuting you. तो बोलो ये मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे बैठ. So the question, so for example, there's a section under which if you are carrying out any work, you have to deduct 2% tax. If you are rendering services, you have to do 10%. And there's an interpretation issue as to whether something which you are doing is work or is professional services. Now, you have deducted tax. The government can go to that person. Is a trace. Okay. So, the question which we were raising and representing before the Revenue Secretary was that why do you want multiple rates? What is TDS? Which is the mechanism for government to get money, and thereafter there is a trace. That person, you can trace him. उसने पूरा पैसे दिए, advance tax दिया, नहीं दिया. TDS is not the final tax. It is only a mechanism for you to collect taxes so that the guy pays the balance tax or comes for a refund. So why do you have multiple rates? Because then there is a controversy, there is a litigation, and the litigation is faced by the person whose income it is not there. It is somebody else's income. You go to the person whose income it is and recover the balance. So the question was, if you have fewer rates, so our proposition basically was to say that there is one rate which is applicable to salary. क्योंकि आप पूरा tax काटोगे, that is one. Second is there's a default rate कि आप lotteries हैं, crypto हैं, negative rate आप highest. बाकी have just one rate.
Actually, I think I resonate because हमारे इसमें मैं हमारे इंडस्ट्री की बात करता हूँ. So in the influencer marketing industry, when a brand pays money to an influencer or to a content creator, there is always an argument कि ये 2% पे डिडक्ट होना चाहिए या 10% पे होना चाहिए. Why? Because अगर हमने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया है वो ब्रांड के साथ एंड वी आर डूइंग रेपिटेटिव वर्क विद देम, तो वो कंफ्यूज होते कि ओके फिर वो 2% करना चाहिए, 194C में आ जाएगा. बट अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन नहीं किया है तो साइन भी किया है बट इट इज अ प्रोफेशनल फी which the brand is giving to the content creator, then they deduct at 10% under 194.
That is exactly what I had in mind when I do 2% versus 10%. Yeah. Now the point is that when the person is paying to you, you are supposed to pay full tax.
Yeah.
Your tax liability will be 30%, depending on what your expenditure is. Yeah. But that guy will get into a controversy and be prosecuted or penalized to say, why did you not?
Yeah, right. And if he's deducting, let's say 2%, then the government will be like कि 10% पे करना चाहिए था, so penalty, it's like a shortfall of TDS.
Interest दो आपने कम दिया.
Correct.
मैं क्यों litigate कर रहा हूँ? मेरी थोड़ी income है ये.
Yeah.
If you learned something new from this video, do share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that we can bring you the best content possible. Also, if you want to watch this entire episode, click on the link in the description box and you can go to Kushal Lodha YouTube channel and watch the entire podcast episode. Thank you so much for watching this and have an amazing day.